influence.
Man, dude, let me tell you, bro. I was fucking driving over here, and I was just kind of like listening to music, just really in the zone. Didn't really care.
Yo, you gotta share me your location so I'm not in anxiety the whole time wondering when you're gonna get here. Because if you're still at your house, I'm not putting this all out. But if you're like on your way, then I'm putting it all out.
I'm sorry. I'll think about that. I just like to show up. It makes it more exciting. It's like, oh, he's here.
Sure. For yourself.
That's how I see it.
It's more exciting for yourself.
I need both my drinks right there. Very good. But yeah, so I was driving on the way over today. What are you looking at?
Your knuckle, you like hit somebody?
Should have seen the other guy. You know what I'm talking about? No, I fell on a curb.
Ow. Somebody hit you?
I just tripped on my own self.
Oh, your own self. What were you just saying?
I was driving over here.
Oh, yeah.
And I was really in the zone, listening to music. It's in the right lane, probably a quarter mile from the exit to get on Southern. I'll believe that. People knowing where we're at. And then this car, he's in the left lane. He's in the fast lane. I'm in like the slow lane. I'm in the right lane. I see him trying to get over, and for some reason in my head, I'm like, fuck this guy. I don't know why. There's no reason for me to do that, but I like was kind of inching to like not give him that room. He still had ample room, but I was making it tighter for him. And then he got over, and it was pretty close, and I was like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for me to do that. And then I could see him like looking in his rear view, like, you know, checking me out. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then we pull up to the light, we get off, and we pull up, and he has his window down.
Oh, no.
And he's like, hey.
No,
And I'm like,
no.
fuck. All right. So I roll my window down. He's like, hey, man, what the fuck was that? And I go, I'll be honest, man, I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Just like, honestly, I was like, I also hit the pen, so I was like, like yeah, I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. And he's like, oh, all right. Yeah. It's just like, I appreciate it. Rolled his window up, and then I was like, gosh.
In the right lane.
Right next to me. He sat there, and it was a long light. We like just got there, you know.
My cheeks hurt.
So, but that could have gone either way, you know. I could have been.
Hey, man.
I could have been the idiot. You know, when you're driving, you see the idiot.
Yeah.
I was gonna be that.
No, you were that.
I was that. But I made it right. And we're cool. I'm sure if I ever see him out, he's like, he'll probably be like, yo, that's a good guy. You know what I mean? Like, if he were to, like, let's say I was dating his daughter. Right? And then she'd take, hey, come meet my parents. And it's that guy. I'm sure he'd be like, you know what?
I'll give him a second chance.
Respectable man. I mean, he's a respectable man. He owned up to his faults, and we moved on. And that's it. I don't know. I think there's something very noble about that. Oh, this one seems a little spicy. All right. Title for this one's My Friend is Sleeping with a Married Man. First of all, right off the bat, how is that your problem? This person's just making problems for themselves.
With a married man, good. I guess, what are they, a homewrecker?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Well, we don't know the whole story.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
So, my friend is sleeping and having an emotional relationship with a married man. It makes me sick to think that someone I consider to be a good friend and a good person would do something like this. I care about her and love her as a friend, but I don't know where to go from here. People deserve acceptance and forgiveness for their mistakes, and I know that I really messed up. How's that your fault?
She really messed up.
That she really messed up.
I think.
I would want people I count on to be my friend no matter what, but I still feel conflicted. What she's doing is wrong, and I can't help but lose some respect for her. For those who have been in a similar situation, what should I do? Do I stop being friends with them? Question mark.
So let's put ourselves in that situation.
Right. Like let's say Aaron was sleeping with a woman.
I was gonna say more you.
I'm not married.
Oh
Right?
no, but her friend isn't married. She's
She's-
sleeping with somebody who is married. Her friend is sleeping with somebody who's married.
I think you're right.
So let's say that you're
right.
sleeping with somebody
The married woman.
who's married. And
Here's
she calls you sometimes when her husband's like out on a business trip or something.
right. And she's like, I'm gonna be staying late at the office.
But also you're kind of getting emotionally attached. You're like, yeah, she's like so cool.
yeah.
We go like out on dates and stuff.
You know what? This is actually that reminds me of like, you know, when you're in high school and you have like a crush on a girl that has a boyfriend and you talk to her every day and you kind of like you flirt with her, you try to tell she likes you back, and then next thing you know, she breaks up with the guy to be with you. Now think about the next guy that comes along. The same exact shit's gonna happen because it worked with you.
Yep.
It's gonna work against you.
But how do I feel about you being with somebody?
Right. How would you feel if I told you, yo, dude?
But also you're a guy.
All right. Let's say.
I mean, it's just as bad. But
Right.
I would be like, yo, what are you doing? She's married.
And I'll be like, yeah, but she wanted to.
Right, but you just because she wants you doesn't mean that like you should do it.
Yeah, but it's also not my. I'm playing hypothetical here. Like, yeah, yeah, but I mean, I'm not married. I'm single. I mean, she wants to sleep with me. It's her decision. I mean, she can accept the consequences, but.
Right, but I thought you were a good person.
See, this is. I think right now we're defining what good people are.
Okay,
and I think you are correct. That would be a bad person.
So she said she thought her friend was a good person.
But
first, she changed her perspective.
I think we forgot what the name of the show is. So what I'm going to go ahead and tell you to do is, I think you just have a really cool friend.
Yeah.
And I think that you're kind of being a little buzzkill ass.
I think you should tell your friend you want to participate also.
Yeah, let's make this a fucking
If
throuple.
you're going to support your friend, go all the way.
Support your friend by blowing the guy while the guy eats out your friend's box.
While the wife is making you guys sandwiches.
Dude, this was an easy one. So just all right, your friend's sleeping with a married man, have a threesome.
Then you're involved in the crime.
Yep, and now you can almost relate to her on a deeper level. Maybe you guys become closer from there.
There you go. You want your best friend? That's how you keep your best friend.
I think we're done. I think we got that one. Let's find another one.
This is so much more fun.
Oh, dude, okay, look at how long this one is.
Okay, well, yeah.
Bro,
Can you read like the
I'm not reading.
TLDR?
I'm not reading it. I'm not gonna read that one. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead.
Copy paste it into ChatGPT. What's the question here?
Bro, some of these are insanely long. It's like, relax. It's not that important.
What if it's just a really complex situation?
Some of these are fucking retarded. Who's writing about their entire life's like biggest issue on Reddit? I get it. We're supposed to give advice, and we need these people to keep asking questions. But like, go to a therapist
at that point.
Yeah, don't just like spill your entire life's tea for the internet to read.
I have a crush on my my professor at school, and he's married, but he also has a daughter, which I'm taking a class with. But she's a really cool dog, which I really like.
And then there's 2 paragraphs about the dog, and it's like, I don't care about the dog. I'm done. I don't like dogs. I like.
How do I keep the dog?
I want the dog. All right, you have my bit? No, I got it. I was like, bro, something's on my neck, like a bug, and I forgot I had this. Okay, I found a good one here.
A shorter one.
This one's longer, but the title just got me.
Okay.
My ex killed himself after I left him to get clean. Nuts.
Sounds like you shouldn't have got clean.
All right, so for context, I was in a 2-year relationship with a man much older than me. I was groomed, and we had started using various substances together. Sick. I moved in with him a few months after turning 18. Oh, so she was being pedophiled.
That's what groomed means.
Yes, I didn't realize that.
This is what you mean in your case when they turn 18, and then they're like, "Hey, move in with me."
Right.
But you don't know they've been doing stuff before they were 18.
Right. And clearly, this person was having sex with an older man doing substances.
First off,
which is
she
pretty
said,
sick.
"I got groomed," and the title is "He Killed Himself." This is so your problem, girl. You should have just stuck with him until he died.
All right, let me continue this. I moved in a few months after turning 18 because he was threatening to kill himself if he was left alone.
Oh, wow.
I tried to leave roughly a year into the relationship and got clean for a few months, only to move back in when he started seriously threatening to end his life again. Things were very abusive, and I was scared to be around him for so much of the relationship. After he went through some financial trouble, my parents offered to pay his rent if I left so he wouldn't get evicted from his home. So if she left, her parents, that's crazy.
This is complex.
God, Drew, stop texting.
Imagine getting your
Jesus. I went, all right, after we went through some financial
person
troubles,
that you've been being a pedophile to, her parents are going to pay for your rent.
I went to rehab 2 weeks later. While I was in rehab, I talked to him and tried to convince him to go to NA meetings, threatening to cut contact with him if he wouldn't. The last conversation I had with him was a week and a half before I went home from rehab. We had 2 sugar gliders, and I wanted to get them out of the house because it was an unsafe environment. We got into a minor argument, and the last thing I said was that it was a mistake to continue talking to him, and the only reason I was because I wanted my babies back, the sugar gliders.
Yeah.
I said I would be picking them up from him when I got back from rehab, and he had a week and a half to get them ready. When I got out of rehab, I found out 2 days later that he was no longer alive after attempting to contact him to get my pets back. As a result of his death, both of the cats he owned and one of my sugar gliders passed away as well. Fun fact, if you die in a house, if you have a cat, the cat would just start eating you.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy shit. I got the remaining one back from the Humane Society. It's been a few months and everything is finally starting to hit, and I'm really struggling. I don't know how to handle this. If anyone can offer some advice, that'd be greatly appreciated. I mean, that sucks. From the jump, deep. That sucks. Before you're even 18, you're fucking a dude who's like shooting meth or whatever. I wish they told us what drugs they were doing.
Convincing you to move in with him. Convincing you to get your parents to pay for his rent. Convincing you to move in with him again after you leave him multiple times.
Crazy.
Because he's going to threaten his own life.
Crazy. I mean, fuck. I really feel for this person, you know, because like...
For real, she should not feel guilty and know that...
She should feel like an angel, because she did so much for this guy, but also in reality, kind of a bitch.
Here we go.
Kind of a bitch. Yeah, you saw it turn. Kind of a fucking bitch because she wanted to get sobs. What are you, gay? Nah, it sucks. No, yeah, she's kind of a bitch for that. She left him and he killed himself. Your fault.
Yeah,
you're a bad person. You should never forget that.
If you were with the girl and then you told me like, yo, I love this girl so much to leave me and I kill myself, I would be like, all right, if she does that, I'm gonna go find her and kill her, so that I can avenge you.
Oh, that'd be tight.
Yeah,
that'd be like our revenge arc.
Yep. So you kill yourself.
That would be like, you know, like when there's the final episode of like the anime, but you realize like the final battle happens and like the main character dies or whatever, and there's still like 10 minutes left in the episode. You're like, something else is gonna happen.
Yep.
Homie comes through and murders the guy that kills you in the last 10 minutes. That's what that is. That's tight. That's tight. I mean, I feel for this girl, bro. She started when she was young. And you're that young, you're very like, you're not smart, very influenceable. Yep.
Susceptible.
What's that word? Influenceable? That's how you would say it?
Easily influenced?
That's a better way to say it. You're not smart. You don't know what you're doing. So you kind of jump into these things. Next thing you know, you're 4 years in and you're like, fuck, I'm fucking stuck with this guy.
Yeah, because otherwise he's going to kill himself if I leave.
Fuck. What a bummer. What an asshole.
Dang, dude. How do you get like that? How do
drugs.
You get
drugs.
No, I mean like where you can get the girl that you've groomed parents to pay for your rent.
Well, dude, I mean, there's been crazy stories about like this.
Do you think he threatened the parents?
No, I don't think so. I think it's he made her happy and the parents want her to be happy type shit.
And then she was like...
Well, you know about that story about that guy who was like trying to like... he was like trying to sleep with like their daughter who was like underage. But he had so much like riz that he was able to convince the parents to like let him take their daughter for like months at a time. And then like they would get mad and he would bring her back and then they would forgive him and they like
riz him up when he come back.
Dude, the parents liked this guy so much the dad fucking jerked him off. There's a whole documentary came out on Netflix. Like literally the dad, they were like she was fucking like everyone in the family, even the dad. Well, he didn't fuck the dad, but the dad gave him a hand job. That's how much charisma this guy had.
That's next level. You should use that to like become president or something.
Why? Where did your brain go? That made you think of that? That's the last thing I would have said.
Well, that's where all the charismatic people go. That's why Trump's up there.
I guess that's true, but he's an anomaly. No one else is really like that, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, Obama definitely was pretty
Besides for
sick.
this guy who fucked the whole family because he convinced them to do it.
Great, but like legend. What a legend, but also crazy. Kind of similar to this, where this guy was able to manipulate this whole family into thinking it's cool that like your 18-year-old daughter moves in with me, and
we go on
you can
trips
clearly
for
tell we're
months.
like on drug. I'm talking about this again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You can just do drugs together, and we're fine with that. We'll even pay for your rent.
So he was definitely like, but to have that type of risk to also do it to a kid, you know, you got some next level confidence to enter that type of field.
Yeah. Don't quote me on this, but I feel like it's probably easier to do that with a kid because they're just dumb.
No, yeah, I'm not saying it's easier. I'm saying to follow through with everything you're doing, knowing the whole
Based
time.
on personal experience, it's much easier with the child. The younger, the easier.
Alleged personal experience.
Allegedly. See, that's the kind of shit I'll say, and then I'm like, I can just picture me in my office at Red Bull, and they're like, they're just watching this podcast, and they're looking at me like, you said that? I'm like, it's comedy.
It's comedy. All right, you can go do your comedy stuff somewhere else.
Yeah, you can go ahead and work for Monster, you fucking bitch. Okay. That's hilarious. I mean, poor girl. What should she do? Find another drug addict boyfriend.
Relapse.
Maybe she's old enough now. She should find herself a little groomer kid. Find herself a little boy.
She knows all.
Get him hooked on the H, on the fence. Start him young, and then they'll never leave you because they're attached to you.
You just start them off with your gooch.
Keep talking. I'm gonna go pee right behind the camera.
And then the next thing, and pretty soon
they're blowing you while you're getting spun on meth. And
so
listen,
that's what this girl should do now that she's experienced.
She knows what drugs are good, which drugs are bad. She knows how to do them.
She's experienced because she's had the experience.
Yeah, and she also was groomed, so she knows how to groom.
It's all these things coming together for her. It's all in her favor. She should
I think she has
do this all, make a documentary, and then be rich in prison. Because she should copyright it all.
Yep, you can write a book. You'll be on Oprah before you know it. Is Ellen even doing her show? You go on Ellen?
Yeah, right. You turned it into a good thing. You're like, now that I know this and I did it, it happened to me and I did it, I'm going to bring awareness.
Bro, it's like all those mafia bosses in New York, they all have podcasts now. The one thing they always said is like, we don't snitch. Bro, every week after your Squarespace and your MeUndies ad, you're talking about fucking Gianni and how he like got caught by the Wops or whatever.
Well, I guess they can talk about things that already happened.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. We don't snitch. Racketeer.
But also think about if you were to write a book about, you know, being groomed and your experiences and everything like that, isn't that also kind of like a handbook?
Yes, and that's where it gets a little tricky.
Because then you kind of figure out who your audience really is. Is it the kids who don't care and don't read it, or is it the people?
Or is it all like single 40-year-old men who like haven't been married and are just like,
oh yeah, I love this book. It's got some great points. I mean, insight.
You open up the book, there's just like highlighted
section. But all the wrong parts. Like,
yeah, it's like the way he
and then he reached behind me and grabbed my
grabbed my pussy.
There's the one section that's like kind of crossed out, and it's like, now what you should do is say no, and
you cross that out. How long have we been going? Oh, we got 17. Not bad.
I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
What time is your date?
8:30.
Oh,
I got time.
You're gonna be hanging out here the whole time?
Yeah.
Well, I might have to go make some food and help with the baby, but yeah, you're totally welcome to.
Yeah, I'll chill. Maybe I'll throw on some. Probably watch some anime. I have my Crunchyroll on my phone.
You already did your porn, so you're good. You want to jack off?
Say again?
Huh?
Let's read another question. I think we solved that one. I think she can make a career out of it. A lot of these are like relationship shit. My girlfriend just left me. My wife's male friend confessed his feelings towards her.
Those are good though.
Found out my GF cheated on me. Found out my husband cheated on me. Found out my fiance hangs out with her ex. Give me like some shit. Some like other shit.
Is there like some drug stuff? I mean, those are good too because they're complex. Some of them, like this one that we just had. That's more like rape and pedophilia and and some other stuff that's all illegal.
Damn, this question's long, but the title's great. BF got mad after I refused his tattoo idea that says "my property" on it. That's crazy.
He wanted his girlfriend to get a tattoo that said that?
Yeah, that says Liam's property or whatever.
No way.
Wild.
And he got mad when she didn't do it?
Oh, this is all right. This guy wrote the perfect question. You're gonna love this. It fits you very well. I've never been to school, and I'm 18.
Oh, okay.
It's a paragraph and a half. It's so
Same.
good. So, as the title implies, I've never been to school, and my parents keep telling me I have a better life than they had because they went to school. But I'm literally a failure. I've been using the Khan Academy app to learn math for about 2 years now, and I've never even been in a classroom in my life. I also recently got a job, and everyone there keeps talking about what they did in school, but I literally don't have anything to say. So what the fuck should I do? You should take this one because that's literally your life. While you talk, I'm
gonna tell the difference between me and this guy is, yeah, give me one too. Is he said I don't know what to do. I don't know what to talk about. That's not a school problem. That's a social problem. The kid never went out. Like, go play soccer, sign up for taekwondo. You can go to school activities. This is his parents putting him in a cave.
Yes, I agree.
This is not like a homeschool or going to school problem. This is you weren't allowed to go outside. You're not allowed to talk to people. Your life is better at home. Because he's like, I got nothing to talk about. Because you haven't done anything. You got any hobbies? You got anything else?
Right.
Like,
yeah, you just kind of.
Also, he probably didn't talk to anybody growing up.
No, because he had no social skills.
Yeah, normally when you're properly homeschooled like I was, you're around adults, you're around complex adults, you're around people talking about complex situations and things. You learn how to talk to adults because that's all you talk to.
Yep.
But he doesn't know how to talk to his coworkers. He doesn't know how to talk about anything.
Here's a whole interjection though. I mean, most kids, at least I'll speak on it for me. When I was 18, the kid was 18, right? Let's see. He didn't say his age. I assume he's like 18. Just got his first job.
Yeah.
I was not good at talking to people either, even though I went to school. Like, I was just like a nervous kid. So like, I didn't.
Because you talk to people your same age.
I would be like at work, and I just would be like, "Hey, good to see you." Like, I wouldn't talk to people.
Hey, man, we're talking about drugs. You don't know anything about drugs?
I didn't know about drugs. Yeah, I'd just be like, "Oh, okay," and then I'd just go cut chicken or whatever. When I worked at Tropical Smoothie, I'm thinking of that time. Be working with like cute like blonde girls, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on? I'm going on a date this week. Yeah, I got my pussy." And I'm just like sitting there, just like cutting chicken, just like, this is so cool. But I had nothing to say because I was like a nervous little bitch.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe this kid. The best way I feel like to fix this is like exposure therapy. Just be out in public and be awkward, say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, look weird, so that you can't learn from. Or better way to say that, you only learn from your failures, so just keep failing and you'll learn.
The problem is sometimes they go too far off the rails. They're like these Amish kids who've never gone in a house, never been on the internet.
This kid's self-aware enough to know he's not that, though.
Yeah, he is on the internet. But
he's on Reddit. Yeah. He's an 18-year-old asking advice on r/advice. That's like mature. Every other question's like, been married 20 years, husband touched some girl's pussy at the party. What do I do? Like,
we're engaged, but I don't like it with my fiance. He's out my ex. You were just reading something?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to read that in front of the baby. There's a baby here now. Hey, you want a beer?
You want a guava cart?
It's an IPA. Like IPAs? No, she's more of like a hard liquor kind of girl, right?
Yeah. Want some Captain?
She takes it straight. Damn right. It'll be cold out here. I don't know if
want some Captain Morgan?
A little chilly. This is a podcast. This is a good podcast. How do you not want to watch this? Like,
I'm excited since there's been this change, this reckoning everybody's talking about, that because we've all kind of like turned red now. All the young people are red instead of blue, which means that we can have more red in the coming years after Trump. Like, it could be red till she's like 8 or 12.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
I mean, let's hope she's smart enough.
JD Vance.
I mean, she told me she voted for Kamala. I didn't want to say nothing to you.
Mia.
How would you do that, Mia?
She doesn't like babies, but she's a liar. Tricks everybody. So it makes sense you do that.
There's just nothing going on behind those eyes.
Yeah, she's probably just too tired. She just fall asleep.
I wish you rocked me back and forth like that, bro.
I do it so often.
You never do that to me though.
I don't got time for you.
Put her down, bro. You've had enough time with her, bro. It's been like every day for what, 3 months?
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
3 months tomorrow.
Not gonna lie, kind of jealous. Could be me, but instead you got this fucking kid.
Yeah, she can't even say thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. It's really disrespectful, I think. But
she only cries.
whatever. Today I was napping with earplugs and typo there. Today I was napping with earplugs and woke up to my dog going crazy. I got up and saw a man, an EMT, walking around my patio. I went out and he told me a man had just been killed on my property and police and EMTs would need access. He pointed it and I saw the body lying basically 15 feet from my house, right in front of my kitchen window. Apparently this guy was in his 50s, was high, fighting with his family on FaceTime, wandering the woods, and decided to kill himself right in front of my house. Oh, shit.
Wow.
My neighbor had heard a gunshot and called 911 and raced up to check on me as I was coming outside. They investigated and removed the body. I'm just kind of in shock. I know this is a relatively safe area and this was an isolated incident, but I love my woods and I'm scared about having any kind of negative energy hanging around. Is this the kind of thing you can call a priest for? Should I plant a tree there? What can I do to feel more at ease here? I feel so bad for this poor man.
So
I love how she says, "Should I plant a tree?" That's gonna.
She's trying to help herself.
Yeah, let's make a giant symbol of the man that killed.
You need to put a shrine.
How about this? You just don't do anything. Try to forget about it. I think putting up a tree is just a constant reminder about the man who killed.
She should be an activist about it. Why doesn't she go and try to vote for not having guns so people can't kill themselves with guns?
She might do that.
Like, if the guy tried to stab himself, at least she could try to come and help him.
Yeah, well, the thing was, she said that the guy was on FaceTime with his family arguing with them in the woods last night. So, probably politics.
You know what doesn't check out? She doesn't say anything about she heard a gun. Or did she say that? I think she said the dog was barking.
She did it.
And then there was the EMT.
You're right.
The guy died 15 feet from her house.
My neighbor heard the shot and called 911.
15 feet from her house.
15 feet from her house in front of the kitchen window.
She was asleep.
It's a fucking deep sleeper. Holy shit.
Yeah. But she woke up to her dog barking.
Wait, hold on.
Can we do some math on the decimal points of a gunshot?
Today I was here it is. Today I was napping with earplugs in. And woke up to my dogs going crazy.
Okay.
So she had earplugs in, and she could the dogs are in the house, so they're obviously louder.
And they're probably barking at the sound of the gunshot. Look at all that drool.
Why are you drooling on yourself, Mia? We're going to have to censor your daughter's face so pedophiles don't jerk off to her on the internet. It's a big thing that they love to do that. It's really weird.
To like famous girls.
Yeah, like a lot of the like family accounts, they'll be like a day in the life at the pool.
And then
there's a comment with like 100 upvotes where it's like timestamps to the most like vulnerable positions of the child.
Oh no!
They're like 101, 214, 1018. It's like click on those. It's like the girl like picking up a toy.
Oh no!
So that's why we should make your daughter the face of our podcast. She'll be in the logo. She'll be on the merch. She'll be modeling on the merch when she can.
Yeah, we got a bunch of photos of her. We got to just take a screenshot.
We're not posting any CP on our profile. I'll make your daughter CP.
No, just be a baby. What? What?
I wish I didn't say that. Editor, mark that. Oh man,
Child
you're
playing.
so innocent.
Child
I'm so
playing.
sorry.
We have pictures of child playing.
It's enough. Oh, she's squeezing. Oh, She's squeezing my shit. No.
You got it. You got it. You're also so tired.
She got a lot of energy.
Yeah. For somebody who hasn't slept for like 3 hours.
Oh, careful, bro.
Look at how chubby they are.
You're so cute. I want to pet you. I want to pet. Oh. Kid's got a full head of hair.
Yeah, it's starting to come in.
One day you'll get a lot of hair like mine. Know that? Oh, yeah. Hey, your daughter's pretty chill, bro. Yeah, what's your daughter's Snapchat?
Mia underscore is the shit.
I would look that up. All right, so do we have any advice for her? Plant a fucking tree? Is that what we're doing?
Can you get a priest for it? Like, is there gonna be
I think the priest is
a
good.
demon hanging around?
I think the priest is a good idea. Not because there's gonna be a demon, because that doesn't happen, you know.
Is it for your own sense of
well-being? Like it's almost like the placebo. Just do it to make yourself feel good. Nothing's ever gonna change. You could do nothing and nothing will ever happen. Just do it for yourself. I like the priest idea. Wouldn't do the tree, because now you get a constant reminder of the guy that killed himself by this tree.
I think she should get more guns so that she can shoot them before they kill themselves. So if you like, somebody comes on your property and they're like,
I like where your head's at.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
Not before you go first.
And then you just trespassing.
Or you can set up like in a range of like Indiana Jones traps around your
Then
house.
there's no like soul spirit hanging around.
You have a boulder roll down from a tree and just crush them before they do it.
Yeah, natural.
Have some snakes fall from this.
That
tree.
keeps them from staying here and haunting you.
Yeah, they'll just die of a snake bite or a rock. I think we got this.
You just like lasso them, tie them to a tree. Like, if you want to kill yourself, you're just gonna have to die of starvation. They're like, no, I want to live. Let me go. And it's like, no, you're gonna kill yourself. So just starve to death. I'll make sure you do it. Like, wait, but I actually want to live. I don't believe you. You had a gun to your head before you got here.
All right, we got we'll go to the next one here. This one's a little bit more appropriate. So Mia, cover your eyes and ears and nose and mouth. My friends keep touching me and I hate it.
What?
That's the title. That's what they wrote. Me and my friend met a few years ago, and lately she's gotten too comfortable with me. She keeps touching me inappropriately, and I tell her to stop doing it and to fuck off. Yet she keeps doing it and makes me fucking pissed. Is this like a fucking... Okay.
This is a guy getting sexually assaulted, sexually molested by his friend.
See, girl. I can't tell. I'm going to check their profile after I read the question, just to see if they have any like guy stuff. So I can tell if they're a guy or a girl. I don't know what to do, and I'm obviously pissed off. Exams for me are soon, so it's making me even more annoyed since I'm stressing half the time. She touches me inappropriately in broad daylight, like I'm a doll or something. So far, I see no issues.
Well, if it's another girl and she's like groping her,
that's what I'm thinking. She says the weirdest shit, like I'm going to touch you where the sun don't shine. Super childish, and I legit want to punch her in the fucking face. What do you fucking do? Also, I've told her one of my biggest secrets, and I'm scared she might use that against me if I unfriend her or break connection. What the fuck do I do? Oh, real quick, let's find out who this kind of person is.
It's in a blackmail situation. They them are.
I'm not getting much. I mean, they're playing mobile anime games. That's what they're posting about.
Seems like a guy.
Plays Roblox.
Could be a girl.
Let's
assume it's a guy.
It's an anime nerd. I mean, I like anime. I could say that. It's fun.
So let's assume that it's a guy, and he's getting sexually assaulted by this woman. First off, what you do is don't call the cops. All right. You lead her on.
I wouldn't do that.
You definitely smash that, abuse it, throw it around.
Can you just stop, please?
And then
that's insane that you just said that.
That's probably what she wants. She's doing it to you. Why don't you do it to her?
So here's the only thing, though. That's their profile photo.
Oh, it's a girl.
I think it's a girl. It could be a gay guy.
Yeah. a guy wouldn't necessarily say
Here's the thing.
that type of thing.
I think it's a gay guy. Because who would, if you're a straight guy or a straight girl, you don't care about being touched by another girl. That's fine. That's what they like to do.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah, and a straight guy
You
likes that.
you like that if your wife touches you, it's fun.
Yeah.
If it's a gay guy, it's the only
Do
logical.
not want a gay guy touching me. That's a big no.
What I meant to say was this person's a gay guy. So I don't think gay guys want their female.
That's why he doesn't like being touched by a female, because he's gay.
That's what I'm saying.
If it was a guy.
That's exactly it. So I'm sorry, Mia, I didn't mean to yell. You're beautiful. So I do think it is a gay guy. And to be honest with you, that's out of my wheelhouse. That's out of my pay grade. Listen, he said that she knows like his darkest secret.
Yeah, he's blackmailed.
So you know what you do? You know what you do? Classic Jake fadeaway. You ever hear about this?
The Jake fadeaway.
Jake fadeaway, coined by Jake from Jake and Amir. This is back in like 2012, before ghosting was a thing. What it is, you just do
the fadeaway.
just classic fadeaway. You just shoot that three and you back it up, and before you know it, you're out of the gym and you're in your car and you're on your way home. You have no idea where you're at, but you're already gone.
Right.
You have to do a classic Jake fadeaway.
Yeah.
And
But-
usually the best way to do that is, I think, if I'm just like thinking off the top of my brain, hey, we're trying to do a podcast. If you don't mind, please. You're drooling everywhere. It's disgusting.
So distracting.
How do you? She's like smiling. She's like, beer, mint guava cart. I think it takes this person to like, he needs like a nice like gap time away from her, whether it's like a weekend off or like a week he goes on vacation or something, and then afterwards you just kind of like you just don't talk to her after that. Like you're already gone for a couple of days.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not talking
And then
anyway.
she's like, he must have come back today.
But you don't say anything.
Yeah.
And then you see him in school and
they're like, oh,
Quick.
hey, you're back.
hey, what's up? Sorry, I gotta go to class.
Oh, do you
I gotta go.
think I can?
I gotta go,
I
I'm
can put my
sorry.
hand in like places the sun doesn't shine.
I'm gone already. See, I've already walked away.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm like chasing you, and I dolphin dive, grab your
I
ankle.
spin kick you in the throat.
Please, I'm just obsessed with you. I just want to touch it.
I do water breathing. Version 2.
Spin
And
and
I
I
spin
cut my
you
head
up.
off.
I'm watching Demon Slayer. Sorry. Yeah, no, you just dip. I think it's the classic Jake fadeaway. I need like a buffer period where it's like okay to not talk, like go on vacation, go on a
Yeah.
trip, do something. Maybe like, hey, I'm not gonna use my phone for the weekend. I just need a detox. Maybe that's a good
And
idea.
you know, if this bitch still comes after you, restraining order.
Took the words out of my mouth. Bro.
That's called sexual assault.
Yeah, honestly, but here's the only thing. If this guy goes, stop fucking touching me, that's sexual assault. Now you're a pussy. And she has even more ammo on you. So I don't know, man. You're kind of fucked. I think you have to do the Jake.
But if you're gay, then it's okay. Then it's like, why'd you touch him? He's gay.
True, but who's this person saying that?
Definitely
one's-
not a homophobe.
No one's that realistic. No one's that realistic in this school setting. They're gonna be like, bro, what are you, a fag?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I am. Still, who cares? I think this guy Loki is being kind of a pussy about it, and I kind of don't like him for it. But we're an advice podcast.
You should
so
just
I'm gonna
let
give him
her
advice.
jack him off.
Maybe he'll switch.
Maybe he should just be raped.
Ren, no. But I do think that she should jack him off and see if he likes it.
That's rape.
Let me rephrase that. I think he should consent to letting her jack him off.
Oh, okay, that's not
Is that
rape.
better? Is that better? No rape. I don't want that. I don't think anyone wants that.
You
Right,
should
Mia?
do it and then see if he likes it. If he
should
doesn't
ask-
like it, it's rape.
Oh, let's
If he
ask Mia.
does-
Mia, should this person rape her gay friend?
She's like messing with that gay.
I agree. I don't think that's a great idea, and I think the fact that your father brought that up was kind of insane. What do you say about that? Exactly.
Oh,
You're
wow.
really good at this,
What
Mia.
a good point.
Mia, thank you so much. I'm truly honored. Actually.
Such an intellectual.
She's great. We gotta have her on every episode. She'll be like our Rudy for bad friends. We'll just put her in the corner and give her a mic. She talks into it whenever she wants. That's crazy. Every time I put the mic up, she says something.
Yeah. It was like her turn to talk. Do you have anything else that you want to say?
Let me get that mic out for her. Yeah, I know, right?
You're frustrated Trump won?
I'm happy Trump won too. It's been a great day for Americans. What else do you say about that?
Wow.
Thank you very much for your comments. I appreciate it. Guys, this has been Bad Influence. Thank you for listening. Good night.
And cut. That was a good one.